What's up, guys? Welcome to the Josh and Katie Show. I'm Katie.
I'm Josh. Today we are talking about our minimalist YouTube studio.
And we're gonna take you behind the camera, what's going on, what equipment we use. Let's go.
So we've been making YouTube videos for about 6 months now, and we've tried a bunch of different equipment, lights, tripods, camera, lens setups, microphones.
We're really cheap and frugal. So we did a ton of research and got what we thought was the best bang for our buck product. So we have two environments that we film in, our studio in our house and then our vlog. So we're gonna walk through our studio equipment with you guys today. So we film all of our videos on Josh's iPhone XS Max. So no fancy cameras here, nothing, just the iPhone. Some things that we did to really enhance the audio and visuals on the iPhone is we bought a Moment wide angle lens, which is super good for vlogging. You can get a wider picture. I know on the iPhone 11s you have a wide angle lens now, but I feel like image quality is better on these as well. We also got a Rode microphone that just clips into the power outlet. This is the most convenient one for vlogging if you want to take a camera out. It just clips right in and stays there, and then it has a wind protection helmet thing on it right now. When we film at our house, we just put it on our tripod stand, which I think we got. It's an Amazon Basics one. Really cheap and affordable, but does the trick. Josh also uses this as a microphone stand when he does music production. So it can be multifunctional if you get a bunch of different clips and attachments. We'll link all of this in the description down below. We've loved the equipment that we've used thus far. Super minimalist, not super clunky, and really easy to set up. So I've switched to the vlog cam for all the activities. This is what we use when we're out filming, walking around outside, doing more active shots. You can do a lot of cool things with this camera. Flip it upside down and it stays really stable for walking shots. Any cool cinematographic? What's the word?
Cinematic.
Really cool cinematic shots you can play around with. We love this gimbal. We actually purchased a other gimbal that is electronic and stabilizes it, but we never use it. It was way too complicated. I can actually show you.
Where's it at? Yeah.
It's right here.
Okay, so this is the OSMO Mobile 3. This was our first setup that we used. It's a stabilizing gimbal, and you pop it out like this and it makes your phone really stable in the footage. Let me show you why we had a hard time with this one. So the problem we had with this was once we wanted to add a microphone to the setup, we basically have to buy this adapter, and then we had to attach this little microphone holder to the bottom here. Pretty tricky to line up correctly, as you can tell. I'm kind of struggling. Then we wanted to plug our microphone in here like that, and there's your setup. And if you're lucky and if you did it right, you might have 2 inches left down here to actually hold the phone. It was just a lot of work. I mean, it's a good idea in theory. You have a cool microphone.
Shots and they have
yeah,
in the heat of the moment.
There's a lot of features with the gimbal that it promises, it can do transition cuts and stuff, but you can't do that if you have a microphone plugged in, because obviously it the microphone's pulling one direction and the gimbal's trying to shift and stuff. We have done cinematic shots with this in the past. And it's really cool for those. But our videos are just a lot of talking, and if you want to just whip out your camera setup in the middle of a restaurant or something, obviously going through what I just did and trying to set it up is pretty stressful. But if you're willing to deal with the hassle of setting it up and stuff, this is actually a pretty good setup, and I'm going to swap over to it to show you what we actually use now.
So this is the setup that we actually use now. It's the JOBY. What style is this? What brand? Like what? I know that it's JOBY, but
JOBY Gorilla Pod.
this is the JOBY Gorilla Pod. We bought like a super cheap version of this. It wasn't JOBY. It was like $10 online, but it fell apart. So we ended up just investing in this nice one. It's really, really nice. We really like it. It's very like sturdy and stable. You can bend it, use it as a tripod, have different lengths, or you can just hold it like this, have a really good grip. We'll link it down below. This is our ideal like vlogging on the go setup, even over a gimbal. Just with like the user functionality, it's super easy just to pop it in and start filming. You don't have to worry about the direction the gimbal's going, those types of things. This is just like an easier user experience for sure. And yeah, this is the same microphone, but it has an iPhone attachment, and we couldn't use this one on the gimbal because it has the bar right there that kind of blocks the microphone. It makes it not as good. This is our vlogging setup. So when we started out making videos, this is how they looked. But the number one thing you can invest in is really great lighting. It makes a world of difference. A lot of people that start their YouTube channels with iPhones eventually upgrade for video quality. And while there is a lot of video quality you can gain by getting fancy cameras, the biggest thing that helped our videos was getting really good lighting.
So this is the light we use. We got it off of Amazon. You can see in here, there's just a single light bulb, and then this reflective material kind of bounces it forward facing, and it goes through this fabric here, which diffuses the light and makes it a little softer. So we tried a spotlight and a hair light and a couple other setups from Amazon, and this one actually ended up being the best for us. It's a really generic, like, no-name brand. We'll link it in the description.
So another lifesaver for filming on an iPhone is the FILMIC Pro app. This is super great. It allows you to customize sound, so you can play with sound. You have a bunch of different like preset filters. Just play with exposure and focus and go with your different lenses to get a different look. Super nice. And then a feature that we use often is the remote app. So on my iPhone, we'll use this to, it basically, if you connect it, so we can connect it, it's gonna show us, ooh, creepy. It's gonna show us recording.
This is like phone inception
here. Yeah, it's phone inception. So it shows what this camera that I'm holding is viewing, and you can control it remotely on that. So you can, you know, stop filming, which we're not gonna do because it would stop filming, change like the settings, see the camera. So when we're filming, wow, it's a disco party. When we're filming talking head videos where we're like sitting down in our studio, we can see exactly what like the camera looks like and control like pausing from my phone, which is super nice. Those are two apps that we definitely would recommend. So we've shown quite a bit of gear here, but if we were starting from scratch, absolute necessities would be the microphone. The iPhone quality mic is just not good. I definitely invest in a microphone. Definitely get a lighting set. So our lighting set was like between 35 and 40. If you have really good natural lighting, like really good windows, you can use that. But if you're like indoors, it's really nice to have a lighting set. And then this Gorilla gimbal tripod is amazing. So even if you didn't get a standing tripod, you could set this up where it would work for you. And I think this one is around $40. So that would be our minimum setup. You don't need to get the moment lens, especially if you have like an iPhone 11, the new iPhone that does wide angle as well. It's just really nice for like vlogging. You really don't need the moment lens. If you have like an older iPhone, it really, really helps with image quality and just getting that like wide angle look. So that is our minimalist YouTube studio setup. We'll link everything in the description down below if you want to check it out. It's been great. You know, maybe when we keep going and keep making more content, more videos, get more subscribers, we might upgrade. We'll keep you in the loop. But for now, our iPhone and the few little equipment things that we've got has gotten us pretty far. I think our video quality is okay. But if you have any tips or tricks, comment down below.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. See you guys later.
Bye, guys.